snow has dropped. As you can see, these guys, the fence was up to their chest. Now you can see it's back down. It's dropped a good 1.5 feet in 2 days. You can see the van and everything where before you couldn't even see the roof of the van. The greenhouse is all getting uncovered. We get a couple more good warm days like today. It was 45, almost 50 today. And the snow is just where the sun has hit it. It's all came off the house except for the back where it was shaded. You can see we still got my bucket gardening troughs are almost cleaned off. We want to be able to get in the greenhouse and take our plants and get them out here into the sun so they can get the real growth on them before we get them in the buckets. We're going to put the bucket system right here in front of this tank this year. This is where we're going to put a blue tarp down so we have no grass and weeds growing up. And then I'm going to level all the things, and the water's going to be coming right out of that big tanker to water the bucket garden. And everything is starting to melt really good. The chickens are beginning to come outside a little bit. Come on, girls. How we doing? Want some food? I'm really excited about this melt. Not that I'm excited about having to clean up the messes, but I mean that's just a good weekend of raking and composting, but I'm excited because being laid up in that chair for 3 weeks, I need to do this. And I do need to get my barn clean. It's that time of year. I'm going to use all that for composting. But that won't be till anything out of the barn is going to be for next season because of you don't want to have see the chickens. And we got rid of 5 of the laying hens. So now we have 5 laying hens, the rooster, and the 8 guinea hens. 2 silky roosters. The auction's coming up in about another month, and Ruthie wants me to get her some female silkies.
I want button quail.
Well, I don't know if you're going to get those in.
But we'll see what we got.
We'll figure it out.
We always get what we need. It always works out what we're supposed to have, right?
But I do need to get the barn clean.
Yeah, that we need.
All right, in for the quail. Make sure everybody's taken care of. Get the chickens some water.
What's this thing? Oh, that was the chicken door because it was open. It's like, what is that?
Oh,
I couldn't. When you have a camera in your hand, things look a little different.
All right.
You guys liking the sunshine?
Go in the other room, Beavis.
Where's Beavis?
Right there.
Hey, Beavis.
He's one of the babies that the rooster
sat on last year.
No, the rooster didn't.
Oh no, they thought the rooster was her mother.
The rooster was after I got rid of their mother. The rooster adopted them.
And they followed that rooster around after summer. I forgot about that.
Yeah. You look at some past videos, you'll see what we're talking about. We'll show you.
Where's Little Red? I wonder if he'll come in. Oh, he heard his name. Here, Little Red. It's right there. Can I come in?
Let me get some water into the girls. They got water.
Little Red, he's at the door.
We'll top it off.
Come on in, Little Red. Say hi.
We definitely need to get
Hi, Little Red.
Get all this composted.
That is a female guinea hen. Buckwheat. That's what it is. There's Little Red. Hello, Little Red. Uh-oh, the egg basket fell.
Egg basket. Ooh, must be somebody tapped the thing. All right. Boy, this is messy. I don't like it when it gets...
The big meltdown.
Everything starts thawing out and it gets messy.
Won't take us long to clean it.
It won't be long at all. It'll take me about an hour to clean the barn. And get all my buckets full of new dirt and get things ready for planting, get things leveled up. How we doing, girls? Alright, where are you, Queequeg? I know you're in there. That's one of the other males. Where you at, Queeg?
Is that Queequeg right there?
Hard to tell those.
That one right back there?
The red band is faded out, so it looks almost pink. I think this is Queequeg right here. Yeah, this is Queequeg.
Come on, say hi, Queequeg. You made it through a winter.
Made it through the winter.
Your first winter on the farm. The only hatch from the dud eggs that we got.
See the red band? The girls have pink bands. I'm going to have to change. The males have black bands except for Queequeg. Some of them lost their bands. I don't know how they got them off. But we'll put some new bands on you, girls and boys. This one's a boy. He lost his band. We'll take care of you. I want to change the girls over to a different color, and maybe I'll get black bands for the boys again. I still got a bunch of black bands, so a couple of pink bands too. That'll get me through this season. I want to keep the bands on the first generation, that way I know when the next generation's growing up that I'm not butchering the older quail.
Yeah, we have to have some quail for Din Din.
Yeah. And we'll change after the next season. This fall we'll keep a few newer hens and a couple of newer roosters with these guys, just so that we can get through the winter of next winter. And we'll butcher up anything else. I have enjoyed the quail. They're quiet, peaceful. They don't mind being held, and they lay a lot of eggs. They've been a godsend for us. I mean, they gave us eggs and meat and a little peace and tranquility. And I advise anybody that wants to raise some animals for meat and eggs, but they're in an area where they can't have chickens, you can have these. You can have 10 or 12 on a balcony, and you don't have the crowing of the roosters in the morning like you would with chickens.
Well, the males do crow, though.
Yeah, but not loud enough where it wakes somebody up.
Yeah, they sound almost like they could be like a parrot or
Any more than a wild bird.
Yeah, like a parrot or something more. Something about that cock-a-doodle-doo gets in trouble, guys.
Yeah, you have a rooster. They have ordinances on chickens in most towns, but most towns don't have ordinance on quail.
The cock-a-doodle-doo just setting the sound.
Try to get a little of this work done this weekend if it's nice. At least get all this scraped up into a pile so the floor's a little drier. Throw some sawdust down. Haven't collect eggs yet.
Yep, get those eggs, baby.
Gotta get those eggs. Let me get my bucket. My egg basket. I don't see any over there.
For a nice sunny day, they weren't too busy.
Well, you have to remember we'll...
Ooh! You okay, honey?
Yeah, I tripped over that leg on there. I only got 2. And out of 5 laying hens. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's right. We don't have 10.
We get 3 one day and 2 the next. They lay every other day. They have been averaging.
What's enough for us?
Which, that means all 5 hens are laying. Which is good. Some hens lay every day. As soon as they start getting out where the sun's going to be getting on them, they'll be, and I get this barn cleaned up, they'll be laying, probably getting 5 eggs a day. Probably get more eggs than we'll need. Seeing as just the 2 of us again. And we don't eat eggs every day anymore.
Well, the cereal's gone, so we're going to be having them the rest of the week, though.
What's that?
Our cereal is gone. The milk.
The milk is gone.
Yeah. Had to chime in and let them know there's...
Well, I can pick up a gallon of milk tomorrow. That's no big deal.
Well, unless we go tonight for breakfast. Do we want to pick up milk tonight?
We probably should.
Yeah, we like to have cereal. It's fast in the morning.
It's quick and easy. Goes good with my coffee.
So, the big thaw.
Oh, it's looking good. Look at this. 2 weeks ago, this was up above my knees. As you can see, just how much it's dropped. Good foot right here in the backyard. You can see the bottom of the tree guards on there. They couldn't see those yesterday.
Oh, yeah. That keeps the rabbits out.
Yeah, that kept the rabbits from chewing my trees apart.
From our plum. Hey, how's this plum doing? Anything?
Well, it's still early yet, honey. You got to wait until the buds are on there. So that means we're going to get some leaves.
Cool.
The only thing
That's our killing station.
The only thing we aren't going to get is our pears. The geese ate the bark off the pear trees.
Uh-oh. Yeah, those...
So I've got to replace the pear trees.
And strawberries?
Oh, there's some strawberries. That was all covered up yesterday, too.
Yeah, I have some strawberries this year. Talking about
the mailboxes really went the snow around the mailbox.
our mailbox.
You can actually see how they.
It is a big, muddy mess.
Yes.
But it won't take us long to clean up. And honestly,
well, what we need is about 2 good days of wind.
Yeah.
And that'll dry all this mud up.
I was like looking at all this water leak coming down.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go inside, baby. And I hate looking at the mess on the front, but we'll get it done.
The whole place is a mess, but like I said, good couple of weekends in the spring before we can do really any major planning outside or anything.
We're inside, still chatting.
It'll be the cleanup.
Came in from dinner. Cleaned up most of it. Got the dishwasher going. Can't get my boot off though.
Here, you get the door.
And so, gonna have our coffee, clean up the rest of the stuff for the night, put the eggs in. And by the way, we are remodeling the house. That's why it's so crazy. But we will...
That's gonna have to go on hold until rainy days.
Yes, rainy days. So the life of the backyard farmers.
Of course, March and April is usually rainy, so
Yeah.
we'll be continuing that while I'm waiting to be able to get outside to do any of the other real work.
As long as helping family move.
But I can also work in the greenhouse on the rainy days too.
And Clay told me that I'm not allowed to take the plastic off the windows.
Not yet.
Until when, dear?
Oh, about mid-April.
Because
that way you know that the warm weather's coming. And she took it off early last year because we had a couple of nice days, and then it got cold.
Because it can snow up almost until Labor Day.
Yeah, we get...
But nothing to...
Not snow, but just cold weather.
Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. So, okay.
Okay, this is Clay and Ruthie saying join us again, and God bless.